I got some chicken gizzards on sale, and I'm going to mix it with strawberry jello. I'm going to make this a strawberry jello chicken gizzard catfish bait, and then go fishing with it. And it's really simple. Just going to mix it in a bag. And I tell you what, this smells really bad. Just going to put the whole thing in. And I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it chill overnight before I use it. And here it is a day later. I'm going to put these on my hook and see if I can catch a catfish. I'm going to have to cut it up a little bit too. I don't want to lob a giant piece out there, although, you know, that might be a good idea, but I do have smaller hooks on my spinning rods. There we go. There's the first one. I just cut that in half that I just showed you. There's a ton of wood in the water. Gotta put my bite alarm on. We may have a little bit of current going on, which is good when it comes to catfish. Okay, I'll put a little bit more on this one. Stays on the hook really, really well. Well, I just had to wait for a pleasure boater to go by, blasting their music, trying to give me a copyright strike. Hopefully, a blue will decide to eat this bait. I will be honest with you guys, this is more of a channel catfish bait. I would use it like in a pond, and I think I might try using it in a pond tomorrow if I can find out if they did like the catfish rodeo for kids yet in one of my local ponds. They take a lot of farm-raised channel cats and they're stock it in a pond, and then they have the kids come out and try to catch a bunch of catfish. And this should work perfectly in a pond like that. Now out here, I don't know. You know, this is kind of blues territory, and blues really like kind of a fresher bait. They will eat like freezer burn skipjack, but they're more of a fish-related fish, or they like fish-related bait, and this is not fish-related. I have caught them on chicken liver, and this is definitely a lot tougher than chicken liver. So let's see if I actually catch something. If not, I might try moving. I don't know yet. Welcome to summertime when there's a lot of boats on the water. I think just as that big boat passed by, I may have got a nibble on the right one. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I have already caught some channel catfish on this bait. I was actually jugging with a client, helping them catch a bunch of channel cats for a fish fry. And I had all kinds of baits out, but I did have this bait out as well and caught several channels on it. If you go to my community tab, you'll see pictures of some of the channel catfish that we caught. In this body of water, channel catfish can be a little bit rare. So like I said earlier, I'm hoping maybe a blue will eat the bait. And who knows what's pecking at it. I mean, there's all kinds of fish that would peck at the, you know, at the chicken gizzard. And yeah, hopefully this won't be another skunked video. I really want to catch a fish on this, or at least get a fish on camera if my buddy Clint shows up. He's supposed to be coming here at some point. I may be filming this even after dark. Hopefully you can see it. There's a giant log out there. In fact, there's two giant logs. One is all the way on the other side, and then one is about to go over my lines. Of course, my lines are going to be far below it, but like I said earlier, there's a ton of wood in the water. Oh, another nibble. Something tiny pecking away at my bait. Alright, I think I'm going to move. Before I do that, I'm going to show you a couple of problems these baits have. You can see over time, the Jello washes off. There is a little bit on it, and you can see the hook got covered up too, probably due to the current getting slung around. And another problem is getting it back off the hook. These gizzards are really, really, really tough. Well, that was easy. But when I was jugging for catfish, there were several of them where I had to use pliers to get it off the hook. And I am going to try moving to a spot where I'm hearing that there are actual fish. So I can actually get a fish on this video to make this a fishing video. Let's check this bait out too, since it got nibbled on a few times. Yep, it's mostly still there. Maybe I'll have better luck at the next spot. And look who I found at a different fishing spot. And one of Clint's buddies hung on a log. I did say earlier, there are tons of wood in the water. Fun times. All right, I forgot my rod holders. So I'm using Clint's cooler as a rod holder. There's one. And they're still fighting with a giant log.
Come on. You're good.
I'm definitely not going to lock these down. I'm going to use the bait runner. And the alarm.
Shoot, that is something.
Big log. Oh yeah, this stuff smells bad. All right, second one. I don't think I said it earlier, but this stuff smells bad. It's not quite as bad as like green liver, but it takes a good close second place. Maybe I'll get something here. Maybe they will get something here. I'd like to get a fish on the video. All right, I think I'm going to maybe do a little 30-second recording here, just because the background looks pretty amazing right now with the sunset and everything. Still a ton of wood in the water too, if you guys can see that. No bites yet. I think Clint had a bite over there, and that's all. That's all that's happened here. Maybe when the sun completely goes down, we're gonna fish. But I guess enjoy the scenery for about 20 seconds. Oh, you're getting a bite. Oh, get up, get up. Let go, though. I think I got that on camera too. Some action is better than no action. Nothing came back after that bite earlier. And now I got a ton of trash on my line. I don't think there's a log or anything. There is a couple of logs like right next to the bank. But out there is just a trash pile. I don't know, maybe bending the rod down a little bit too. So I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on this, and then I might have to reel him up and try to cast him out again. But man, it has been a very, very slow night. With the amount of rain that we've had recently and all this, you know, the lake being up and all this trash, you'd think the catfish would be eating a lot. And they are using skipjacks and gizzard shad, and while they've gotten several good bites, they haven't had anything hook up. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rods out, and not a single fish caught yet. So I might publish this as yet another skunked video. If I do, I will do a follow-up with that bait and use it one more day in a pond. A pond that has been recently stocked with farm-raised channel catfish for kids' fishing rodeo. Still have hope that something will drop by tonight. I don't know if you heard that off camera. Clint just had a short run and no hookup, which is pretty much what's been happening all night to these guys. Fun times. I guess I'm going to give this maybe 30 more minutes myself, and then I'm going to call it. And then in the morning, I'm going to go to the pond. So that will probably be like a part 2 to the series of this bait. At least I can show you that maybe I'm right, that blue catfish don't like this stuff. Of course, the blue catfish have to actually be in the area being caught on all these other baits to actually prove that. So, yep, that's why they call this fishing and not catching. Although I think I did say earlier something about catching a fish makes this a fishing video. So if I don't catch a fish, what kind of video is this? I don't know. Leave a comment below. Well, Clint had a fish swim his line into mine. Yeah, I think that's my rig right there. Right? Oh no, that's your rig. But this one went slack when you were messing with that. On that note, I think I'm going to reel these up and hopefully get out of this mess and head home. It was worth a try. It didn't work out here, so hopefully it will work in the pond. So stay tuned for part 2 of this bait that I just made. Now, as always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to actually watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. And just, I guess, wish me luck, and let's see if I can actually catch a fish in the pond with this very stinky bait. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time. And no bait. That could be why. No bait on this one either.